Vimez Projects Limited is just like a man on a mission. We are very passionate about building. We are passionate about construction. So we do more of collaborations. We partner with many agencies, that are passionate about homes. Collaborate with the right people to give the clients a home away from home. One thing is to just be on your drawing table, doing designs. Another thing is to go out there to see actually, what you have designed, how it will turn out. There are always two different things. You can just do your designs, do some very gigantic things, do very crazy stuff. When you come to site, you see a different level. Do you understand? So when you have that idea of what the construction is, when you're designing, it gives you a better idea of what you should do. In construction and in project management, all the key players must be in place. Do you understand? From the design stage to the survey documents, the architect does the job, the quantity surveyor quantifies, the mechanical engineer, the electrical engineer, the structure. Everybody has to be on the round table for a project to be a success.
So this particular one was approved for 21 floors. It's not 15, but it's the construction. It's the construction that that failed, apparently, we can see. So the approval was actually for 21 floors.
Most people compromise a lot on materials. Do you understand? Because when you compromise on materials, it is the fastest way the building can actually collapse. And when you don't use the right quantities, the structural engineer can quantify and tell you, okay, this is the amount of material, the type of material that you need for this structure. You go and buy another thing. They tell you you're supposed to use 20 mm here, you're using 12 mm. How do you expect the building to work? Do you understand? All these are calculated, they are designs, you've gone through the stages and all that. So if you don't use those right quantities, the building cannot stand. But I always tell you this, we have this Trinity in architecture. That is my watchword. I don't joke with it when we are doing designs. Functionality, value, and aesthetics. You cannot do without these three. You can make your building functional. If it's not beautiful, the client is not satisfied. If your building is beautiful, it's not functional, the client is not satisfied. It is not what it should. Then, if your building is functional, your building is beautiful, but it doesn't have value, you have not satisfied it. So when you have these three things in mind and you're doing your building, you will achieve excellence.
This project is a 2-bedroom block of 4 flats located at Eneka, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria, designed and built by Vimez Projects Limited.
The client, visited our website. He told us he was calling from the US. Yes, he wasn't in Nigeria at that moment. So he called us and said he got us through the internet, social media. He saw our website, he went through it, he saw the Instagram post. I think there was one post we did. He was so in love with the building, so he put a call immediately. He didn't need to ask anybody anything. He was just satisfied with what he had seen, So he put a call to us, and that was how we started. The first time we met, you can't even believe it. It was actually when we were even on the first floor deck of the construction. That was the first time. You can imagine the trust level, So that's to show you the level of integrity that we have when it comes to designs and construction. When he met us, he was very particular about his design. He said, yes, I've seen your jobs, but I want something better. He wanted more. He was very testy. Like, he's this client that is very intelligent. He knows what he wants. He was very particular about every detail that he wanted in the house. And we followed through. Yes, I think the first challenge was that task he gave us to give him something much better than what we always do. That was the first task. So now we gave him 3 options. From that 3 options, once he saw the one he was looking for, he didn't need to ask any question again. He just embraced it. So that was the first part. Then the second challenge was, he now said, yes, I know these guys can now deliver, but he was being skeptical about if you can actually bring out that design the way it is to real life. That was the second task. So when he came, he said, yes, you guys have done the first thing. I'm impressed with this. So how can you bring this thing to real life? So that was where the second task came. We visited the site first, like we always do before even we finish up with the design, just to see, what is on site. So the estate, we saw very amazing buildings. Initially we had the proposal already, but when we came down and saw what was there, I said, okay, this is the reason why he wanted something different. We had to go back to the drawing table just to make sure we give him more excitement. And trust me, we actually did. The challenge, I think the major challenge we faced in that site was the building type. You didn't want just a regular building, but the foundation, we did a strip foundation. With that strip foundation, we did what we were supposed to do. We did special reinforcement on most places that was shallow and all that. Then, we came out to get the best out of it. We had a flat roof. In Nigeria, especially tropical zones, people don't, get into this type of designs because of the fact that a lot of challenges that come with having flat roofs in Nigeria. That was the major challenge we had. And that was what he wanted. Believe you me, the challenge was there, but just like we always do, we love, a challenge, a side thought. When we get these challenges, it pushes us to, do more. So we came up with options, design options, solutions, waterproofing solutions that, gave us perfect excellence in that. Most people are always afraid of leakages, afraid of, walls getting teared up and all that, but but when we finished up the thing, the client was impressed. I must say, he was very impressed. The neighborhood. It was something else, seriously. Even most of the landlords, they were coming around, because the building is at the left hand side from the gate. So I can imagine how many times their neck must have gone this way. They most times they park their vehicle and just come in. They want to inspect. They want to know what is going on. So they are so impressed with the job. So but when we finished the work, we got like over 4 contacts from there, and we started like 2 already from that same area. And now when the client came in and now heard the testimony from others, his joy, was tripled. So he was very satisfied with what he has gotten. If the building has to be functional, you need to make sure that everything that has to be functional in the building must be in place. Then the type of roofing that we did, because it's a flat roof, we had to use long span to make sure when the rain drops down, it flushes down without any challenge or that. Then we employ the waterproofing solutions, on the floor for the places that are, slabs and all that. So when the rain touches it, it goes this way. We partner with most of these security agencies in Lagos and everywhere. So anytime we have a project, they come in, they employ all these security apparatus and everything that is supposed to be in the house. And now what we do now, we do more of smart homes. We do automated buildings now, buildings that breathe, So going forward, you'll be seeing many things like that from us, so that you fall in love with your space. If you're in the house, you're in the house. You call your house a home. So the idea for a developer is not just to create homes, it's to proper solutions to buildings. So if you cannot proper solutions to building, you have not done well. But when you go out of the ordinary to, do something that is different, something that people are not, people are scared to do, that is when you start counting yourself as someone that has achieved, excellence in what you do. And that's exactly our work forward. We try to, give ourselves a little push. We push ourselves to perfection, and when we achieve it, we are satisfied. Most of these real estate companies, they have developers. These developers, I feel they are fast. They are trying to be fast, or they are trying to be quick to deliver, and in doing that, they miss a whole lot. And most of these real estate companies, they may not be crying out well like as you should, but deep down, they are not happy with what they have. So I'm using this opportunity to reach out to them to make them understand that we can actually collaborate and give them excellence in what they want, so that when the client is buying a property, the client is satisfied, because that is the first thing. It's not just about the money, it's about satisfaction from the client. If you're using your money to buy something, you should be able to have value for that which you're buying. Let us collaborate to do this thing, to make home living, to make it the way it should be. Vimez Projects Limited is going worldwide. We are not just going to design in Nigeria. We want to push to Africa. We want to push to the world. We want to be a name to be reckoned with. When you talk about Vimez Projects Limited, you should be thinking about global architecture and construction. It's not just limited to Nigeria. We are trying to push. We want to do more of smart homes. We want to do more of automated homes. We want to give our clients, comfort, as we want them to feel more at peace with our process. Give us the job, you just go and sleep. So when we achieve that, then we know we are getting to the dreamland.